Well, what it is probably one of the most mind-healing shamanic intelligence that will dance with your freedom. So when you smoke sacred flower, really good dank ones especially, you will soften and you will loosen and you will be free flowing, and then what happens is you kind of step aside of your agenda, especially if you're used to doing that anyway, and the truth just flows out of you. And it's a really good time to sort of work with the collective, because that's all we're doing, guys. Let me just get this one thing straight. We are all now working on ancient karma. It doesn't matter what you were in a previous lifetime. You're here today, right now, working out karma by not attacking when you used to attack, and by not re-accusing people of things and having opinions. Because you attack yourself, you have an opinion on yourself, it just shows that you're not being honest and you're not looking at yourself. You have the inability to be transparent yet, but we're all getting there really quickly. So what the marijuana does is it shows you that you're the same. You hang out with the people that you always hang out with and you get along with, and then you have marijuana because you're cool, obviously, because you smoke marijuana. It's pretty much, you know, anything that you do that connects you to God is really cool. Take my word for it, or not, I don't care. It's the difference between a really good communication about the truth to a super hyper amped up one where these other energies, the energy of the tobacco that you wrap around it, the energy of the sacred flower, is consciousness. So it's in you, and it has this ability to release more of you, of yourself, because you've put more of you in. Tobacco is very powerful. It's so good for you, but not if you hold a fear to it. If you hold a fear to it, or a belief that you haven't given transparency to, it's really easy to give transparency to things. You just address it in a very cognitive now moment and you ask for correction of that error. All I have is now, and in the now, do I have an idea that what I'm doing is damaging me? No, not ever once do I have that idea. I have put my body of experience into the hands of the infinite true one creator, and he says anything that's in front of you is cool, go for it. This is happening because I followed the trail rather than pushed against it with a bunch of ideas, uncertain of what I'm doing, always uncertain. But now I'm very certain because I can read directions. Still takes me arse ways around sometimes, but I think that's part of the journey as well, because they want to show us how much we're loved and guided, and how we can't fuck it up even if we want to. Even if we're trying to fuck it up, we can't fuck it up. Even when it feels like we're going wrong, we're not going wrong. I mean, it's always for us. Illness is healing. The feeling of something that you created coming out of your body is uncomfortable. So what people do is they tense and they go to the doctors and they fight against it, so then it stays in there. But if you get that feeling and don't wrestle it, it might be a twinge in your lower back. If you just relax and say, pass through energy, and thank you for leaving me and thank you for my healing, it won't go on to anything. You always have those two choices. Fear is that, oh fuck, here it is again. And love is, oh wow, God's healing me right now, I can feel it. I can feel it in my body. I can feel this thing I used to call pain. But what it really is an intense sensation that I'm so adequately built to withstand because I created it. So I'm gonna just let it go. I'm just gonna stand here and let go. I'm gonna be with it as it goes. I'm gonna withstand it. So it's just simple. Remember, there's never a time when you don't have a choice. It's not God testing you. It's the ego trying to get a contract with you, trying to get some traction, con you into some storyline, you know? So choose wisely, young beings of light. Choose the light every time. Don't ever look at something and think, oh, I've got a choice here. What shall I do? Choose the light every time. You don't have no choice. You have no choice anymore. They used to say you have two choices. From now on, I think we should just choose as a collective to have one choice. And that's the light, and that's love, and that's forgiveness, and that's getting over your shit. And that's stop putting yourself to a bunch of rules. It's just choose the light. You don't need to do anything. You could just sit down and do nothing, and your whole life would still happen. Somehow, people would carry you around. I don't even know how it would happen, but you'd have your life. You don't need to do anything. There's a whole lot of people saying in my head, well, what about, you've got to pay your mortgage and you've got to play your game if you've got to play your game. But if you don't want to play the game, you can ask for another way. You can say, God, I must have made an error because I don't really like the reality I'm experiencing right now. And I know there's another way, so I want that way. So I would like the error corrected. I want full transparency on this, and I want to see unfolding my new way of life. And then you can live the dream that you came to live, rather than the nightmare that you created. Ooh, this is a Halloween special. So,